Karunai Illam Ministry. It was born on the 13th of June 1993 in a thatched shed just behind the fort, when some of the members and the pastor of St. John's Church came and dedicated the work, as Karunai Illam was started as a project of St. John's Church, Fort Vellore. This group was mainly rag pickers, and it consisted of daily wage workers. The literacy level was zero at that time. The headman gave the place in front of his hut to start a daycare. Some of us went every morning, cleaned the children, and taught them to read and write. The next year, we put them in regular government schools, and some of them were admitted in hostels. Gradually, they all started going to school, and as of now, all the children go to school. This year, 2 of them graduated from the College of Nursing at CMC as diploma holders in nursing. 2 other boys completed their diploma in medical laboratory training. 1 has even finished her auxiliary nursing and midwifery training. 3 young boys have secured jobs as attendants in the CMC hospital. Youth from this village now contact the surrounding villages to spread the good news. The second center started in a place called Seduvale, which is about 11 kilometers from Vellore. They are a tribal group called the Gypsies, mainly earning money by selling beads. The men go out hunting. They are mainly nomads, and they used to sit around under 3 tamarind trees in the beginning. Now KI was able to get houses built for them through the government, and they don't go roaming any longer from shelter to shelter. Many have learned to read Tamil, and the children go to school. Those whose lives have been transformed pass on the good news to their own community in other villages. The objectives of the Karunai Illam is to promote socio-economic, physical, and spiritual development, a wholesome development of the marginalized people, especially children in the spirit of Christ. In 2002, this project was made an independent trust with 9 trustees with the similar vision, and the presbyter is an ex officio member of the trust. Though the work started mainly for children, gradually the gospel started reaching out to the adults, and to cater to the needs of the adults, churches had to be built. The first church over here is in Periyar Nagar. Talk about widow's mite. The first church building came up on land which was the only possession of Ammu, the resident of Periyar Nagar, when she gave all she had for a building to be put up that could be used as a place of worship and for the daycare of children below school-going age. The following activities are being taken up by Karunai Illam. Daycare, with the idea of encouraging children of the age group of 3 to 5 years towards formal schooling. There is education, which takes care of the schooling and the tuition classes that help them to cope with local schools and with vocational training and higher education, as the parents are mostly illiterate. They look at health care, providing health facilities and health education. There is a women's self-help group helping them to make jewelry and ornaments made exclusively from beads and semi-precious stones. Cultural activities involve national and religious festivals which are observed. There is the youth activities involving sports and excursions promoting the skills of young people. Religious activities include worship, Sunday school, vacation Bible school, women's fellowship, family prayers, youth prayer cell, Christian counseling, and house groups. The names of the villages that come under the Karunai Illam project are Periyar Nagar and Sampath Nagar, Indira Nagar, Seduvalai, Valandaraman Kootrodu, JJ Nagar, Kamaraj Nagar, Devikapuram near Arani, Tanipadi, and 6 Lambadi villages, and also Vinnamangalam. Members of St. John's Church and other friends who come to know about this project support this ministry. By God's grace, there are 8 people groups contacted so far. They are namely rag pickers, Narikuravas, Lambadis, which is another tribal group, hair business, farmers and irulers, and daily wage workers. So far, 5 churches have been built and are used for worship, daycare, tuition, and medical services. There are 15 staff members altogether, and most of them are couples, and so it is easy for them to work with families. There are regular staff meetings, training programs, and outings that are arranged for them. Here is an opportunity to partner with what the Lord is doing in 8 different areas which are below poverty line through the Karunai Illam project. Just a few suggestions. You can pray regularly for the ministry, or you could sponsor children for daycare, schooling, or higher education. You could even sponsor special meals for special occasions. There is an opportunity to volunteer to teach the children. You could also help with medical camps. You could help in arranging treatment for people living in these villages when necessary, or help with the jewelry project. You can even help to develop these villages in the areas of sanitation facilities. We would be glad if you share in our ministry and be our partner as the harvest is ready and the laborers are few. Karunai Illam Ministry, born to blossom. Whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers of mine, you did for me. Matthew chapter 25 and verse 40.